Hey guys, this is Sandra here, and as you can see, we're on my bed again, which can mean one thing: chatty video. As you will already know by the title, today we have the hashtag Project Pen Roulette intro again. So you might have known this project was started by Rebecca, Morgan and Alexi here on YouTube, and I think this is their 5th or 6th round. I'm joining in for the 2nd round again. The last round was my first one, and I'm really excited to start this project pen again. It was so much fun, and there's just nothing much to say about it. It's a fun way to use up your products and rotate through your collection, and I just got sucked into project penning, so here we are again. Like many other people, I don't really want to rotate in the categories I had before. If you don't know, in this project pen, basically we have a few categories that we randomly select from through a random number generator, and each number has an allocated category. So for example, number 2 can be a product that you love, and then you go to your collection, choose a product from that category, and then you will try to pen it, you set a goal, and that's how this whole project goes. This time around I have 39 categories, and there are a few that I added in. If I choose one of those, I will let you know as we go. Also, there are a few categories that I'm not going to choose anymore, as I mentioned, just because I had them previously. So those categories are, let me just get my cheat sheet quickly. Those are an old favorite, something you are afraid to pen, a collab product, an expensive product, a product of your choice, a product from a previous project, something you've considered decluttering, products out of your comfort zone, a product you wouldn't repurchase, a product you regret buying, and a product you already hit pen on. So these are the categories I worked on in the previous round of this project pen, and now let's move on and generate 6 random numbers. First I'm gonna generate the numbers, and then I will let you know what the categories are. Alright, as a standard beauty YouTuber, I'm gonna use the Pretty Random app, and we're gonna randomly generate 6 numbers. So the first number is number 16. Then we have number 6. It's gonna be exciting. Number 32. Number 10. Number 24. And number 26. Alright, so my categories are number 6, a unique product, number 10, a product you would recommend to anyone, 16, a product you aren't sure you like, 24, something in your favorite shade, 26, something underrated, and 32, a limited edition item. So let me go and grab these, and then I will be back with you and I will show you what I chose. Alright, I got my products, so let's get into it. I'm gonna go in the order how the numbers are growing on my list. So the first was number 6, which is a unique product. For that I chose the Becca Hydro Mist Powder. To be fair, there is not that much to start with. I think it's about half of the product. And this is a setting powder that when you dip your brush in it, feels really wet. And as you apply it on your face, it still feels wet, but it's a powder and it sets your face. I really like this product. I already used up one of these before. The only thing I would say, because this is water and glycerin based, yes, the glycerin will keep it wet for a small amount of time, but if you keep it on your table, especially now that the weather has been so hot, you know, sooner or later, unfortunately, this will dry out a bit. Now, I keep it in a dark drawer, so that helps, but even after it dried up a little bit, it still is an amazing product, and I think the fact that from production till it gets to you, it still keeps wet, and then even after a while, for a few months, it will still keep wet, I think is amazing. The technology is great, so we will go with this. And because I don't have too much left of it, this is something I would like to use up by the end of this project, which I think is completely achievable. The next category for me was number 10, which is a product you would recommend to anyone, and for this I went in with my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. As you can see, and I'm sure you've seen this in previous videos before, mine is quite busted to start with, and I only want to focus on one shade in this, which is this light shade, which is described, I think, as a soft light, and that's what it does. Basically, most of the time I use this to set my under eye area like I did today, and then I use the other powder to set all over my face. Now, I would say though, I would recommend this to anyone who likes to play with makeup and is of a fair skin tone. To anyone else, unfortunately, I cannot recommend it because it wouldn't work, and also if you're someone who only would use one shade from this palette, there's no point. But I couldn't think of any other product that would work for everyone. I mean, you know, there will always be shades that don't work for anyone. There always will be, I don't know, primers that don't work for every single skin tone, skin type I mean, sorry, and there will the same with foundations. So I decided with this one, and I just want to focus on this shade, and since there's not much left in there, I want to use it up by the end of this project, which I think will be really easy. The next category is number 16, and it's a product you're not sure you like, and this might shock a lot of people, but it's the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. And I have a first impressions video up on this on my channel, so I'm going to link it in the cards. And I haven't used it an awful lot, but in the close-up you will see that I already have like heart pen building up on the outside, which I'm not too sure why, as most of the time I do set my makeup before I apply bronzer, as in like I do set my base, so it's not like I go back in there with a wet oily brush. And also the shade, I don't know, it's I don't know, I'm just speechless. I was expecting to be blown away by this, as so many people, you know, recommend these, but I'm just not. The formula itself, when I put my finger in it, is not bad. And as you can see, the color is not bad either, especially for my fair skin tone. But there's just something about this bronzer that I just don't like whenever I apply it. My makeup is just not blowing me away, so I don't know. I guess we will see, you know, in this project how I actually feel about it. My goal on this one is just to hit pan. It's not a huge product, as you can see, so I think that's completely achievable. I think this project is on for 4 months, so I think that's, you know, that's completely doable. And I think that will help me see how I actually feel about this product, if I want to keep it, if I don't, if it's worth keeping and trying to use up. We'll see. It's just a small size anyway, so I think I can hit pan on this by the end of this project. The next one was number 24, and it's a product in your favorite shade, and I was thinking for a while, do I actually have a favorite shade? And I think I do. If you know what, I'm actually not sure you're gonna know it based on my channel, but I really like yellow. I really like burgundy or like burnt orangey shade when it comes to makeup, and I decided to go based on that with my MAC lip liner in the shade Beat, which is more on the burgundy side of things, and I think it's gonna go perfectly with the Tom Ford the Tom Ford lipstick I have in the project. It's just this beautiful dark red crimson kind of color, but it still has a bit of a pink hue to it. As you can see, I use this a ton already, and my goal on this will be just to use half of it up, as I'm not sure I'm gonna use a dark lip liner enough to use the whole thing up, and also I have 2 other lip liners going on in different projects, so I don't want to put too much pressure on me. Also, I really like this, and I'm really afraid of using it all up, as MAC is not cruelty free. Please help me out if you know any lip pencils. I don't really care about the price, but if you know any that formula wise is really close to the MAC lip pencils, let me know. But also, especially if you know a cruelty free dupe for MAC's Beat, that would be amazing. Now I will say, a lot of people tell me that the NYX lip pencils are really similar. I don't think so. I have a few of that. I have both the Slide On Glide On, which is completely different, and the other lip pencils as well that look more like the MAC ones, but they just don't feel the same on the lip. These are a bit creamier, but at the same time not overly creamy, if it makes sense. I don't know. Don't know how to explain. If you used a MAC lip liner before, you will know. If you have a good cruelty-free option for these, please let me know. I would love to know. I love these. I only have 2 MAC lip pencils and this is one of my all-time favorites. It's just such a wonderful color for, you know, the colder months, but also I use this all year round, and I'm gonna shut up about it and move on. Otherwise we'll have a 40-minute video where I just keep talking about my love for MAC Beat. My next product is number 26, which was the category something underrated, and this one took me ages to find something. I don't know, for some reason this was really hard to choose, but at the end I settled on the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer, which is a surface smoother and primer. That's all it is. It's a skincare infused item, although to be fair I'm not sure it does too much as for my skin, but I really like it. You will see in the close-up I used up a lot of it already, so in this project I would love to finish this up, and I'm not gonna draw any lines because currently I'm right at the bottom of the silver line that's on the packaging, and it looks a bit grubby, excuse that. I had this for a while, and I feel like a lot of people talk about the Ordinary, and to be fair, there are a few skincare items I tried which I was not blown away by, but I really want to try the foundation as well. And there's a mask I quite like, which is a peeling mask, but this one I feel like no one is talking about, and I don't know why. It's one of those, now I don't actually know that there's silicone in it. I will have to check that and maybe put it on the screen, as I think it was on the box. There's no ingredients on the bottle, to be fair. And it's one of those really silicone-y, slippery primers that just fills out your pores beautifully. And also this feels, I don't know, it feels just a bit like it's almost extra slippery, but at the same time it almost feels like it's moisturizing my skin. I don't know, but makeup goes on top of this really, really beautifully. It just glides on, and I don't think I encountered a foundation in my collection so far that is not working with this. Hence, there's so much missing of it. It comes with a little dropper, so, you know, that means that this is obviously more on like the watery side of things, which I don't mind because I just blend it in my skin and it's fine. And I really, really like this product. So this is one of those that I would call underrated because I don't really hear anyone talking about this, but I think it would, you know, it should be hyped. It deserves it. And the last category I have is number 32, which is something limited edition. And for this I settled on another Becca product, which is from last holiday season, and it's the Becca Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette. Now mine is so well used that it used to say Volcano Goddess on the front, and you can't really see that anymore. The writing is gone, but look at that beautiful palette. Ooh, whoops. It is wonderful. Now you can see I already have pen on 2 shades in this palette, which are the 2 most used ones. It's always the neutral shade that I pack on my lid, and then the transition shade. But in this project I would like to focus on the shade Crate, which is this dark brown color, and I think that this would complement the products that I already have eyeshadow and eye base wise in my other projects. It's just a wonderful shimmery dark brown shade there, and now with the weather, you know, turning a bit colder, I love these sort of shades. And usually I'm not a fan of like cooler tone shades unless it's something like this. I actually used this the other day at work and quite a few people complimented my eyeshadow look. I actually use Crate and then also Agate, Ash, I'm not sure about that word is, but I use this in the inner corner and that on the outer corner with just a transition shade like this, although this is not the one I use. And you know, it's a 3 eyeshadow look and it just looks beautiful. And the formula of these eyeshadows, these 3 are a bit harder to use, but all the other shades are so buttery soft. Becca really hit the spot with this one, so I would love to give it a bit more love, and I would love to hit pan on that shade in there. So that's my goal for this particular palette, and that's it. That's all 6 products I've chosen. and I hope I can hit my goal on all of these. I'm pretty sure I can. I was trying to find some products that are actually achievable and realistic, especially with all my other project pens going around. Thank you for Rebecca and Alexi for bringing this amazing series back for one more round, and I can't wait to binge watch the playlist as I did it many other times before. I think projects like these really bring the community together, especially the girls who are working on it. It's just a really nice supportive system where everyone is trying to, you know, cheer everyone on as we just basically go through the products, and I really enjoy doing this along with everyone else. But for now, I'm gonna stop talking. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna link the playlist below as soon as it's available, and I will link Rebecca's and Alexi's channel as well down below. I think it's only fair that way. But for now, I'm gonna go. Please let me know what you thought. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean the world to me. But for now, I really will go. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.